All right, now that you've got everything out of the beast box, let's put it in the right area so we know exactly how we want to assemble it. These foot plates are right here. That's where we're going to go. We've got our rectangular bars on either side. We got the 3-inch square uprights here. We want to make sure that when we put these up, they've got some holes on the inside. I'll talk to you about those later. The H brackets, the chin-up rack, series of bolts I'll talk to you about. Over here we've got the back bars to lift and move it. All of our weights are here, sit-up area here, and the Olympic weight bar here. So one of the really key things about this is the bolts. We got to learn about the bolts. There's actually 4 different sizes of bolts in here. We've got the super long one, we've got a long one, we've got a medium one, and then we've got the baby one. Okay, I'm going to put those on the ground because I can't hold them all in my hand at the same time. These are going to go through the 3-inch pieces with spacers, and then we got some other places for these. So we have the extra long, long, medium, and small. We're going to show you exactly where we're going to put these during our assembly process. So let's start putting this baby together. The first thing you want to do is you're going to take your long bolt. You're going to take one of your rectangular uprights and make sure that you can align up the hole, the bottom hole of this one with the bottom hole of the beast box, and also there's a bottom hole in your foot bracket here. The rectangular piece goes against the beast box. You grab your bolt, slip it through into the hole, and start to turn tight. Don't turn it all the way tight, just get it going. I'm going to work both sides simultaneously. So I'm going to go back on this side and get my long bolt here. Going to check and make sure which one's which. This is my long bolt. And grab my rectangular piece with the nut welded to the inside. Drop it in place, make sure that my holes are all lined up. Go through the foot bracket and then into the wall piece. Start to tighten that up just a little bit. Don't go completely secure. While I'm on this side, I've got the square piece with all the holes in it. 1 set of holes on this side, 2 sets on this side. We want to make sure the small holes are towards the inner side of the structure. You put this right behind the foot bracket, make sure our holes line up. Take our long bolt through there into the nut that's actually welded in to the foot bracket. Don't completely tighten, just kind of tighten so it stays in place. Do the same thing on the other side. Once again, the square bracket, holes in the front, double holes in the back. We're going to put the small hole on the inside of the frame. I'm going to get my long bolt here, and I'm going to put it through the back side of the frame. Tighten it into the nut on the foot bracket. Don't completely tighten yet, but make sure it's semi-secure. H brackets, there's some left and a right H bracket. This has the smaller holes on the inside as well as the big one here. We want to make sure the small holes are facing the inside or towards the center of this. Lift this baby up. There's a lot of pinch points here, so be very careful. When you go to drop these together, this should slip down through the middle, and the other side slips through the middle of the rectangular piece. Okay, this one also requires a long bolt to put it in. So grab another one of your long bolts. Goes through the outside to the inside nut on this side. You do the exact same thing on this side. Grab yourself a long bolt. Make sure your H bracket is such that it's got the small holes towards the inside. Drops over these and inside of the rectangular piece. Watch for pinch points on the fingers. Put the two together. The bolt goes from the outside to the inside. Make sure that's nice and tight. The midsection here. So I got to take my medium bolt through the hole, line it up with the Beast Box. You need your 2 long bolts and your chin-up rack. You got the big diameter of your chin-up rack. There's a slot to mount it with, and then the smaller diameter. You're going to mount them and set them on the pins on the top of these uprights. So take this here. All right. Now you're screwing the knob like this on that side. Other bolt in on this side. Now that these are in place, secure them nice and tight. Then I'm going to go back, down, and secure all of the knobs extremely tight. Once those are in place, I can put the J-hooks in place. The J-hooks have a wraparound bracket like here. It's a long post here and a pop pin or pull pin here. You'd find the hole that you want to put this at. Drop the bar all the way through. Make sure it pokes out the other side. Let the J-hooks swing around, do the pop pin out, and attach to that small bracket on the back side. We're going to do the same thing over here. This bracket wraps around the outside as well. Here's the pin that drops through the middle, or put it this height. Goes through both layers of this upright bar. Allows it to spin and swivel around. Pop the pull pin out, let it drop in place. You're good to go there. Now this is all assembled here. Your final assembly pieces are the sit-up stations. Has a slot here and an open one there. You go to the side where there's a hex nut, or you have to put that hex nut in yourself, or hex bolt I should say, drops in there. Then you would attach the little short bolts with knobs on them and attach that here. So the back side here is the same. It's got the Olympic bar holder. I just put it over the top of this bolt like this. Line up the holes, secure that, and then I'm going to grab the Olympic bar and stick it right in this hole. We're going to put the Olympic bar in its right position. So grab that here, drop it in the storage rack or storage slot. I've got these 2 last poles over here. These are for helping move and position the Beast Box where you're going to work out. You just drop them through these back slots. If you had to move it, it might take more than one person. Grab these, tip it back on the wheels, and roll it into place. Now the last piece you want to put in here is the landmine, and it's right over here, and it attaches the same way as the sit-up station right here to do landmine activities. Now that you've got the Beast Box all set up, ready to go have a lot of fun with the free weights as well as the Stroops Beast and other accessories provided by Stroops.